Hey guys, it's your girl Uzo, and this is Uzo BE Living, a vlog where I talk about studying, living, working in Belgium. Today, I have a very, very important and interesting guest, and trust me, this is one conversation you really don't want to miss. We met a few months ago at a training organized by the International Organization for Migration, and as soon as I heard what she does, I was like, please, you have to be on my vlog. So, we're going to be talking about so many things, and it's going to be beneficial to you. You're studying in Belgium, working, or coming here to study or work, whatever your situation, trust me, this is one conversation you don't want to miss. So, if you're ready to get started, let's begin. So, you guys, this is Nikish. Nikish, welcome to Uzabi Living Vlog. I'm so grateful that you agreed to do this with me.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, absolutely. So, maybe you want to tell us a little about yourself, what
Yes.
you do, and yeah.
Yes. So my name is Nikish Vita. I'm a lawyer here in Belgium. So I'm part of the Brussels Bar, and I'm specialized in immigration and also business law. So that's me in short.
Okay. So what led you to specialize in immigration and business law?
That's a good question. So I think some things in life, they are just part of you.
Yeah.
So especially when it comes to migration law,
Yeah.
I was a migrant myself.
Oh, okay.
When I came to Europe, I lived in the Netherlands before living in Belgium. So I know how it is. I experienced how it is to be in a new country, that you don't know the language, that you're learning about the administrative system, the legal system. So I was like, I want to help others as well to navigate to this system. So it's a personal story.
That's actually very inspiring. It's very inspiring. Okay, so let's get right. I'm sure you guys cannot wait. Let's get right into it. This vlog is for international students or people who are looking to come here for work. But first, for international students, what do you think, and this was the topic of my last video, what do you think are the most realistic pathways to remain in Belgium after studying?
So I think the most realistic pathways will be work, employment, of course, but knowing that it can sometimes be difficult to dive in the labor market directly from school.
Tell me about
So there is this thing in Belgium, but also in the whole of Europe, they call it the search year. So you have 12 months to actually look for a job, and while you're doing it, you're not how can you say it, linked to the requirement for a work permit. So there is no salary threshold. You're really free to experience different things. So I would say make use of this 12 months. Of course, employment. Let's say while you are while you are studying, you find an amazing employer. I will say yes. If they're willing to give you apply a work permit for you, go for it, And I also think a lot of us, while we are studying, while we are here, we meet someone, things happen. So we also have the other side of migration that I really love, family unification, legal cohabitation, it's also part of life,
Yeah, you're right, actually. Okay, if someone cannot get a sponsored job during the search year, because 12 months goes by really quickly. I'm telling you, when I started my search year, I thought that I had my whole life ahead of me, and then boom, it was over before I could blink. So if someone cannot get a sponsored job during the search year, what are their options?
I would say it's a bit the same. So I will just start with the search year first. So because I know a lot of international students, when they do the search here, they're really focused on getting a job now. I think the focus should really be networking, getting internship, really to find to visit different places, to really make your own network, and also to get sometimes language classes doing this search year, so you can broaden up your
I have a question. Another question.
Did I trigger something?
Okay, so another question, right? More an observation. You're right. I mean, the language in my vlog, I always talk about the fact that the language is very, very important. And somebody said in the the closing ceremony, somebody said knowing the language is more important than your ID card.
No, but it's true. It's true.
But during the set, for instance, for me, for my search year, I was working in fabric because I couldn't get proper work, and I was living very far away, and I had sessions with Vidya. And the lady was like, "Yeah, but you have to go. You have to do Dutch. You have to do Dutch." In her office, I just started crying. I said, "How?" Because I'm not. Nobody's going to give me money. I have to work. They're telling me to do intensive. I get home from work, say 7:30 p.m. I have to wake up at 3:48 in the morning to be able to get to work. So when exactly am I supposed to do it? You know, so I understand that the language is important, but I just wanted to point that out.
But it's too much, right?
Too much, because you're trying to navigate. For me, at that time, I was looking for a place because I was living outside Antwerp. I was looking for a place. I was going to work. I was it was a lot for me. But
I think it has to be, how do you say it? You have to position yourself that your surroundings, your people around you are either Dutch speaking or if you want to learn French speaking. You really have to change a bit with who you meet often. So it's not that you are learning a language because you have to learn a language. It's actually because you needed to talk with friends. You need it because you have to go to the shop and speak Dutch or French. But I understand that it can be a bit too much. You know, you have work, you have to study, and then again going to language classes. But I think it's important. Without it, it's really gonna limit your chances at the labor market in Belgium.
I agree. But other than networking, internship, traineeships, are there any other options to stay in Belgium?
To stay in Belgium, I think yes, there are many options. I think the business side. So here comes the business side also. Starting your own business can be.
I actually wanted to ask you that, but please.
Can be a possibility as well, because we are not all made for the 9-5 thing. I think some of us are made to be entrepreneurs, are made to maybe combine. You have your 9 to 12 job, and then you do your own self-employed activities. As a lawyer, it's actually, I'm a self-employed person. So I think more and more people are now trying to see that actually there is a lot of possibilities when it comes to creating your own businesses.
Okay. So my next question, because I was gonna ask you about the business. So as foreigners, as an international student, I want to set up a business. What kind of business can I do? What kind of business can I legally operate? Because I'm not setting up this business. I mean, it's possible that I like business and I just want to set up business, but of course it has to be connected to my residence. So what kind of business can I legally set up here?
So as an foreign national, you need a professional card. Let's start with that. So you need what they call professional cards. Before
just for foreigners or also
for foreigners. Only foreigners. So as a Belgian national or European, you can do whatever you want, but as a foreign national, you need to have a professional card before you can do any self-employed activities or start a business. So this can be your own company, can be a company that you set up with others. But I would say there are different businesses. I think most of us, we want something innovative or IT, e-commerce, but also think about the classic businesses.
Tell me, please.
Europe is aging.
Yeah.
So a lot of people who had their businesses are now looking to hand it over to someone. So you will see, I have a very nice website that I will share with you.
Okay.
You will see a lot of businesses that are just looking for new owners. So it's like you're taking over an already existing business, and you are just gonna manage it. You know, so you have the clients, you have the suppliers, you have the renting contract. I think that can be a quite interesting business because there is already something going on, and you are just adding your layer. Yeah.
See, I'm learning.
Wow. And it can be anything. It can be
like hair making, dress making.
Exactly, but also a bakery, a chocolate shop. You know, if you like those kind of things. But it can also be an administrative enterprises that you do payroll, that you do anything as how do you say an administrative assistant.
Yeah. But what of the maybe social well, I wouldn't call it entrepreneurship, but more in terms of like charity work, like NGOs and stuff. So can you do that as well?
Yes, you can do that. You can do charity work, but it's the same. So for charity work, if it's self-employed, you will need to have a professional card as well. So, but if you are going to be a volunteer somewhere, you don't need a professional card.
But then you cannot extend your stay based on being a volunteer, right?
I would say no, just because you will need to meet the what they call the work permit requirements. You know, the salary needs to be high enough, and they need to see in which category. Is it highly skilled? Is it medium skilled? Is it low skilled? So it's going to be a bit difficult, but you have a lot of international students who actually work for NGOs or for international organizations. So it's more that you are employed within the company and not really a volunteer.
Yeah. Okay, but I have a question. You've mentioned highly skilled, medium, low skilled.
Yeah.
I studied here, right? Yeah. So they regard me as highly skilled, even though I cannot get highly paid work, or I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah.
Is it possible to get maybe low skilled or medium skilled, even though you studied?
It is possible. It is possible, but I think they are really trying to push people who are highly skilled to stay within the highly skilled category. Okay. But let's say you studied law, but it was really not your thing, and then you change it to another course. So let's say you're really into baking, and you started a baking course, and you can use your certificate as a baker, or a certificate as someone who works in a bakery to go maybe a lower skilled job, but you are meeting the requirement for that lower skilled job.
Guys, see, this is why you need a lawyer, because as much as I think I know nothing. This is really why you need a lawyer. See.
Yeah.
Anyway, next question. So looking at the current job market, what do you think, or what do you see the biggest opportunities for international student graduates in Belgium?
I think the labor market is actually challenging at the moment. A lot of things are happening. Also geopolitical. We are economic crisis. I don't know, wars. There's a lot of going on. So you will see that people are sometimes hesitant to hire new forces.
Especially if they have to sponsor you.
If they have to sponsor you, so it's like a second thought that you have to think about. But I think there are still a lot of opportunities. I know a lot of people are afraid for Brussels because of the high salary, but Brussels is really a nice, I would say, environment. You have a lot of international businesses, quite big businesses, big organization where it's easier to get a higher salary because they operate, global wide. So I would say not only the sector, but also the place where you go to apply is important. So don't shy away for Brussels. And I think now the most obvious choice will be IT, business management, but also in the health sectors. You have a lot of opportunities in the health sectors on different levels that I can say. Accountants, accounting, anything tax, fiscal related. I know we not always like that one, but I think maybe
there like it.
So if that is your thing, I would say there's a lot of opportunity there, especially in accounting.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you something. No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
If you weren't a lawyer and you didn't have to work for money, what would you love to be doing?
Ooh, I thought so many times about this.
Yeah.
And my question is always the same. I will have an Airbnb.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
In Angola, in Rwanda. I am from Angola. And we have so many nice beaches. So I was just gonna have a house near the beach.
And rent it out.
And rent it out. Learn how to surf. I really still want to learn that. And just to create, a space that some people can visit and to relax and to know the country.
That's nice, actually. I didn't even know she was Angolan. Imagine that.
Yeah.
But anyway, my second surprise question.
Oh my God.
Tell me, I know how long have you been in Belgium now?
8 years.
Okay, so tell me, what are the things, or maybe 2 things you really like and 2 things you absolutely dislike?
Okay. How much time do we got?
2 minutes.
Okay. I think what I like about Belgium is it is quite international. So you have people from all over the world. And when you have people from all over the world, you have different kind of ideas, different kind of perspectives. It's really nice to be able to grow up in this kind of international, multicultural spaces. And I think also when it comes to job opportunities or career opportunities, you have a lot of because you have a lot of people of different origins in Belgium. It's even in my profession. So as a lawyer, when I studied law in the Netherlands, I didn't really see other Africans, especially African women, being lawyers, And here in Belgium, there are so many of them that it's really also for me so very motivating knowing that we are many of us. If you need to have advice, if you need to brainstorm, and I think it's nice.
It's actually nice to be African and an immigration lawyer. Yeah, like you said, I mean, it's twofold for you. Being an immigrant, being a lawyer, it's I like it. I love it for you, honestly. So let's not forget.
That's one.
Yeah.
Okay. So something that I don't like about Belgium. I think it's maybe the attitude sometimes that people can be a little bit reserved. I'm not super social, but sometimes it will be nice, if you see or you meet someone on the street and they just say hi. In the Netherlands, it's so normal, people talk. They talk a little bit too much, but here it's like silence,
and then they give you this, and then they keep you moving.
Exactly.
You didn't need to give me that effort of. You can just.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's really in those when I go to the supermarkets and someone wants to pass you and there is little room, they don't say sorry. They just
that's just so weird. That's so weird. Let me tell you a funny story, right? When I studied in Ghent, so normally in Nigeria, for instance, if maybe I want to pass, I'm like, sorry, and I pass. And then it's second nature. So we were doing end of course evaluation for our course mate, and they said Uzo is very apologetic. I'm like, yo, sorry is not sorry. Sorry is like, excuse me, what the hell do you mean? Like, you're like, Uzo is so apologetic. I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, did you get
have manners, people?
But anyway, I understand that. So the second thing.
Oh my God. I don't know. There are a lot of things. The roads here are crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know. What else?
Okay,
it's difficult, you know.
No, it's okay. I get it. It's an on-the-spot question. Yeah. Trust me, I get it. When I ask people, they're like stymified.
I don't want them to cancel me.
No, of course not. Of course not. Okay, so I have 2 last questions.
Yeah.
Quick advice for people who are looking to come here to study or to work, like before they come, what do they need to know? Quick advice.
Yeah, I would say the most important part is the preparation.
Yeah.
And it's with everything. So if you're coming to study, if you're coming to work, you really need to prepare and to understand, okay, what is the place that I'm going, what's the country that I'm going to live, you know? Because one, laws changes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a lot of changes going on this year and the coming years, so it's really important to prepare yourself when it comes to the, I will say the legal side of things, but also when it comes to the family side or the social side. You know, okay, where am I going to be? Can I already start thinking about a network, or do I know people who already moved? Can I connect with them and ask them how are they experiencing the country? So I will say what I do. I have this info guide that I give to my clients. So if you are thinking about moving to Belgium, you can always ask me for this info guide.
Actually, because that leads to my next question.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask how people can contact you.
Yes.
How people can reach you, and whether I can put your contact details under this video in the caption.
Definitely.
Okay.
I think the easiest way is really to call me.
Yeah, okay.
And you can call me through WhatsApp, you know, internationally.
Okay.
And then the next
I can put your number.
Yeah, you can put it. Okay. And then the second way will be email.
Okay.
So I think it's the most easiest. You send me an email. You can do it through my website, www.nikishwita.com.
Okay.
Or you can just send an email to, you will see the email, I think, displayed. So call or email me. I think that will be the easiest way to contact me.
Okay, well, like I said, it was going to be interesting, and I hope you've learned, because I've learned a lot. Nikish, I cannot thank you enough for this.
You're welcome.
Really
thank you.
It. Honestly, I really appreciate it, because free knowledge. Who knew? But anyway, thank you so much. I'm very grateful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching, and you know what to do. Please, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, comment. I will really appreciate it. Thanks again to Nikish. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.